Hi, thank you for joining me. This video is an introduction to my series on the New Age movement. I'm talking about that because I have experience of it, and everything affects your mental health in one way or another. It did not have a good effect on me mentally, and there are other people who've been affected in the same way. A lot of people are familiar with the term New Age, but not entirely clear on what it is. The New Age is a collection of beliefs and practices that have been taken from other faiths and cultures. A lot of it comes from Eastern mysticism, mostly Hinduism and Buddhism. There are some things that come from Native American and Latino culture as well, and all that is merged together with the occult, which is the use of magic, sorcery, and the paranormal. The beliefs and practices within it are actually very old, but they have all been put together to form this thing called the New Age. It's centered around the concept of evolving spiritually, becoming a more enlightened being, and reaching a state of peace and euphoria that doesn't actually exist, and connecting to the spirit world, communicating with the paranormal. There is something called New Age science. They make it all sound scientific, so people will believe it. But it's not really science at all. It's pseudoscience. It's just a load of theories and ideas that have not been proven. They're very big on the concept of energy. They believe that crystals have healing energy. If you talk to your plants, they will grow better because they receive all the loving energy. They believe that we're affected by the energy of the planets. Apparently, more things go wrong when Mercury is in retrograde. They're always talking about shifts in cosmic energy and predicting big changes in the world. There is something called the Mayan prophecies. It's believed that in 2012 there was a big shift in energy because of the position of the planets. And at that time, a lot of people started waking up and changing their lives. I don't know who came up with that idea, but for a long time, the belief was spreading that it would be the end of the world. After, they said it was the end of the world as we knew it. But I can't see that there's really been much change in terms of thinking and enlightenment. Then there is the age of Aquarius. This is a forthcoming astrological age. They believe that when we enter this age, there will be a higher level of consciousness in the world and more people will become enlightened. So everyone will start wearing flowers in their hair. I can't really see that either. A lot of it is just based on fairy stories and magical thinking. There is the story of Atlantis. This is a legend about an ancient lost continent called Atlantis that sunk below the Atlantic Ocean in a great flood. The story was told by the philosopher Plato in ancient Greece. This was just a made-up story, because if there was such a place, he would not have known it existed. But some New Agers insist that it's true, even though there's no evidence. I mean, a whole continent and civilization way down below the ocean. I think they would have found something of it by now. They believe that you can think anything into existence. There's a word for this, delusion. Some of them actually believe in fairies. I just think, come on, stop being a child. But this is why the New Age appeals to people, because it allows them to deny reality and live in this fantasy world full of magic and rainbows. Real life can be ugly, and most people want to escape it sometimes. But this isn't a solution. It's setting yourself up to fail. A lot of people make money from the New Age, and some of the people who sell their so-called healing treatments and psychic readings are really corrupt and manipulative. Even though they're very good at putting on a show, I have been involved in the New Age, but for a long time I didn't know that was what it was, because no one ever referred to it as New Age. It was always just spiritual, and for a while it felt good. I thought it was empowering me, but it wasn't. I didn't realise what it was really setting up in me, that it was laying the grounds for acute anxiety. It was only after I broke away from it that I started researching it, and I was really shocked to learn that a lot of it is based on Satanism. I had no idea about this, but if you look it up, it's all there. Just to give a brief overview, the New Age movement started in the late 19th century. It was mostly based around the teaching of Helena Blavatsky, an occultist, devil worshipper, author of The Secret Doctrine, and founder of Lucifer magazine. It continued to evolve throughout the 20th century, so there were many people who played a part in the formation of it, and a lot of them were from some kind of occult background. The biggest names were Aleister Crowley, an occult magician who called himself the Beast 666 and was once described as the most evil man in the world, and Anton LaVey, founder of the Church of Satan and author of the Satanic Bible, who, strangely enough, was also described as the most evil man in the world. A lot of the practices that are common within the New Age are really satanic practices. It is Satanism rebranded. It's very nicely gift-wrapped. It appears to be all peace and love, harmony, serenity, joy, and it attracts a lot of people who are lost souls trying to fix themselves, because it promises so much: higher consciousness, divine wisdom, inner peace, total healing, ultimate perfection. But it doesn't deliver. People can go along for years and be seemingly okay. It makes them feel good, so they immerse themselves further in it. But as they get deeper into it, the things they do become more extreme. Then later, they reach a point where they start to come unstuck. I will be going into all these things in more depth in my series, so stay tuned for that. I hope this has been helpful. Thank you for watching. See you next time.